another lesson learned for Revelling Adventures. So as someone with ADHD, I really struggle with following instructions, and here's one for everyone. The Merlin site is really, really confusing when you're booking to use the access pass. So you have to jump through about 500 hoops in order to use the access pass at a Merlin attraction. So I applied for the ride access pass, which both Emily and I qualified for. We qualified for their more advanced version. Thought I'd applied for it, got all the paperwork, turned up on the day, and they went, oh no, you need to actually book to be able to use that today. And I said, well, I have booked. I've spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds on tickets. I've got the ride access pass. Somehow I hadn't read the instructions properly, and I needed to not only pay hundreds of pounds, book the ride access pass, order a ride access pass. Emily already had one, but I also apparently needed to book that I intended to use my ride access pass on the day that I had booked my tickets for. Apparently it's really clear on the website, but as someone with ADHD, obviously that's something I really struggle with. So we turned up, and they were like, no, you can't use it. So we've ended up having to spend £600 on the fast track tickets, because they've said that there was no way they could facilitate us being able to use the accessibility options. So yeah, another lesson learned for Revelling Adventures, another massive mistake made.
We're just about to go.
We're about to use another ride. Something I think is really important to say is I'm not necessarily blaming Merlin in this situation. Obviously, I'm trying to explain that I've got ADHD, and I personally found the site and the situation really confusing, and I'm trying to make sure that anyone else who's got ADHD who might find a similar situation really confusing is pre-warned, so that they don't have the same experience that I had, because not everyone's going to be in a situation where their husband says, okay, well, I'm going to go and buy these really expensive fast passes because you're sobbing because you feel like you've ruined our day out for our daughter's birthday. Because I spent the first hour of the day crying because I thought I'd ruined everybody's day because I'd made a huge mistake. So whilst the initial part of the video probably comes across like I'm having a go at Merlin, the situation is that forewarned is forearmed, and I want to make sure that someone else who has ADHD doesn't go into that situation and find themselves going to the park having missed a step and making the same mistake as I did. So I'm just trying to pre-warn other people that there is another step, to double check that if you are going and you're planning to use the access pass, just make sure that you have pre-booked your days so that you don't have the same situation that we have, where you find yourself potentially having to spend £600 to be able to enjoy a day. Because if you're like us, then queuing really isn't an option, and we simply wouldn't have been able to make use of the park at all. And yeah, so I really hope that if you do go to the park that you can really enjoy your day. Thank you.